Get Set Green. I'm your host Pooja Arvi. This podcast was created as a part of Podcast Lab by India Film Project in association with Anchor by Spotify. Today, we have a new guest on the show. So, let me give you an example. What is the main source of energy on Earth? Yes, solar energy. So, why not let's bring the solar man of our India to this episode and make this somewhat exciting and we will know new things about that. Yeah, so let's welcome to the show Sachin Shigwan, who is Managing Director of Green India Initiative Pvt Limited, India. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling us on this podcast.
It's our pleasure, sir, to have you on the show. So, like we already are aware of the fact that the sun is the main source of energy, and from light and all like conversion factors also, whatever there we are abundantly available energy also. But the thing is, where it is lacking key factor, what I feel is that we are unable to utilize the available resources in a good way, because even in our school days we know that solar cookers, solar heaters, we are all aware of the fact, but somewhere where like a bit lacking is caused is like intermittency. For example, it will not be consistent throughout the year, and there are some regions which will not be getting the sunlight, but fortunately in India we have sunlight throughout the year. Majority of the regions have such privilege that they will get the sunlight. So why not use it? Like I want you to tell your story, like how you got into this and how exactly did you start noticing this? Yeah, this is available and why not make it in a big scale? I want you to tell your story, sir.
Thank you for that. So, what you have explained it while asking the question, the same things were actually going through in my mind in the year 2009 when I was in the road track and going with the Rotary family and visiting the villages for distributing the grains, clothes, and other utensil and other stuff. Okay, that time I found that the people are needy and people needed many things, but the main hindrance of their development is the electricity, because when you get the electricity you can have many things to do. Okay, you can give water to farm, you can have your own the kind of a luxury in the house, or you can cook food, you can also the student can study well. Okay, and in the night also you can sleep well if the electricity is there, or the proper things are there. But we found that in the rural villages the electricity were the bigger issue. Okay, and because of that the development is not happening properly. So I decided, okay, what new things we can bring into the society. And we were knowing, like you were knowing, same in my childhood also we were knowing that solar cooker is there, solar energy can be utilized for creating an electricity and all, but the products that time was not good. The kind of a Chinese product were dumped in the villages, and those products are getting not usable in 2 months down the line. So people were not actually believing on the solar energy. That so I thought, okay, let's take the Indian product or imported product, and let's try to convince them towards the renewable energy or solar energy. So in 2009, I got an idea, and I pitched that idea to my Rotary Club, where I was a kind of member over there. So they were said, okay, we'll do it. And then, but they said, okay, we were already seeing the solar lanterns, and they were not working very well in the villages. So what is the solution for it? So I have actually contacted one of the very good Indian product, which is from the Hyderabad, and they said, okay, we will give you a 2 years warranty. Previously, it was only 1 year. Mm-hmm. And then when we thought, okay, very nice. It is a 2 years warranty. Then the product must be good. Okay, so we have 500. We have taken a 500 lanterns and donated to the villages near Palghar, Dahan. And that project was so successful and the impactful. Mm-hmm. So one of the friend has nominated me for one of the national award, that is Professional Citizen Karma Puraskar. And luckily that I got that award, and
congratulations
the same
for that.
Thank you. Same awards ceremony, Mr. Anupam Kher and Mr. Abhinav Bindra. Anupam Kher from acting and social work, and Abhinav Bindra sports and social work were there. So then I decided, okay, on doing such a small work, if I'm getting recognized, I think doing a bigger work, will be a other kind of recognition. That is, the people will recognize me with the good work.
Yes.
And the seeing the smiley faces on the people's face, it is like a biggest reward to us. And then we started working. My one of the friend come forward, Mr. Abhishek Dave, and he said, let's start a NGO. So we tried to start an NGO, but we have taken the name Green India Initiative. So India, they were not ready to give. Then what to do? 2 weeks, 2 years we were waiting for. 2 years we are waiting for they will approve the name. Okay, but they have not approved. So then what we did, we have actually consult with our friend, and we have started Green India Initiative Private Limited. My CA friend suggested me that the Green India Initiative Private Limited can be a social enterprise which can have a cause, and it can be a for-profit organization entitled. And we have taken that project ahead. So in the 2014, we have registered Green India Initiative Private Limited, and yes, our journey started from there. My one of the engineer friend, he has supported the cause, and we have approached the CSR, and luckily we got the very good CSR for one of the rural school. We have donated more than 200 lanterns over there, and also solar cooker. Okay, and that was the kind of we got the trust, we got the motivation to do further on the next level. And we have taken we decided, okay, let's, if we are getting a good response, let's take the project ahead.
Yes.
And day by day, we started approaching the Rotaries, Lions, and they also like the project ideas, because these project ideas is like sustainable and also innovative. Okay, and those projects, they don't have to pay, because the problem of the villages or what, the sun is free. Okay, but the equipment which can convert the energy into the electricity or into the heat or something, so that will be a difficult option for them, and that equipment is expensive that time. So who will pay, who will bear the expenses? So then we decided, okay, the donor will bear the expenses, and donor will get the good project, and the villages will get the electricity or energy to do their daily work. And this project is so successful that within 3 years down the line, Ethiopian ministers, 40 Ethiopian ministers came in India to see the project of Green India Initiative, and they have studied the whole project, like community project, community doing project for themselves, and maintaining by the community itself. And they were so impressed with the project. Till date, we have actually lit up more than 300 villages in 7 states of India. And you also wanted to know why the people are calling us or me the solar man. There are so many people call themselves the solar man, but they are either a manufacturer of the solar panels, or they are did indirect project of the solar. But we directly doing the project. Myself, more than 300 villages, myself individually attended each and every project, and we are doing it the project for others, not for ourselves. Okay, so that's why this title has given by the media and the people itself, the solar man, and they always get happiness when we visit the village. And whatever we actually do, a kind of a behavioral pattern change in the villages through this.
Okay. So that was a splendid journey, like how it started from. And I want to highlight one point here. The award I can say that award which you got totally changed your entire perspective of this work. I can say that small amount of encouragement you get whenever whatever work you do will impact more. So that shows that encouragement should be needed, and they have to be given when the people deserve to be encouraged.
Actually, when we started working on this project, we were not actually looking for any award, but the award actually gave us a more motivation to do much work.
Yes.
Otherwise, we could able to do 15 village or 100 village, but because of the kind of a motivation, we could reach more than 300 villages. So that's the kind of a push.
That's totally right and justifiable, sir. Yes. And one more thing, sir, I just wanted to ask you that you are not only giving the source or the equipments which are needed for the lighting system in the villages, you also guide the people in the village in that particular community so as to they will know that how to use and maintain that particular equipment. I want you to explain more related to that. You say that a
Yes,
solar
yes.
friends
So
group.
yes, yes. So thank you very much for asking this, because that is most needed part in the project process.
Yes.
When we do the kind of a project planning, we actually take care of the sustainability part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because innovativeness is coming with the renewable energy
Yes.
project.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
but the how we'll do a sustainability and how we'll
Mm-hmm.
ensure the sustainability of the project. So while designing the project, we take kind of an effort where the villagers, there should be a committee. The committee called it Solar Friends. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and those committee members have to be given a proper training, and the training has been recorded in our kind of an equipment which we have, any mobile or any camera which we have, and that training video has been shared with the villagers and also people, the stakeholders attached with the that project.
Mm-hmm.
And those people have to take care of the further how to maintain the equipment in a very not only a cleaning the panels, but also if there is a needed to have a small technical issues have to solve, they have to bring the people. And this solar friends, there will be an electrician, there will be a plumber, there will be a teacher, there will be a sarpanch, and other responsible person from the village,
Yes.
so that they can take that this is my property, and this property have to be maintained. Okay, because sun is free, sun is not going to charge anything.
Yes.
But as a human, we have to take care of the system which is given somebody as a gift to the village. And our role as to actually, if we are another solar company, our role ends when the equipment as installed or commissioned. Okay, but we are not yet another solar company, we are a social enterprise, so our role never ends when we install everything and we goes away from the village. Our roles goes on so many years, with the making the relationship with the villages, and also the maintaining the system longer way, so that donor can get happy and the donor can go and help other more villages with this project. So that's the main purpose of the project.
Very purpose driven orient this organization is working towards. That is great. And also I like the part where you are involving all the villagers in this. Like you can also have a technical team which will go and provide the service and come back, but instead you are making them learn. That will create like sense of what ownership you can feel.
Belongingness.
Yeah, and also belongingness, that this is something mine and I should take care of it. This will create a good behavioral change in them. So I would say that is a great idea which you implemented, so that they will take care of the service as well, and they will utilize the same thing, which will encourage a few more fellow villagers to do the same thing in their villages. That is great. And also I want to ask on second part is that, sir, we know that the availability is more in India, but can you please explain me like what made you, like you have on grid electricity system, off grid, and all other products coming from your service. So can you please explain this part of the products and services which right now giving that Green India under Green India initiative?
Yes. So we started with Green India with the solar lanterns and solar cooker, because we wanted to support the schools more. Okay.
Yes.
But day by day, when we are reaching out to the schools, we realize the problem is not coming from the school. Problem is coming from the village. Okay. So we have to reach out to the root cause, because the students are getting the electricity. You can hear me now?
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought there is a disturbance. Okay.
No, yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
So students, we started this project for supporting the students. Okay. In the schools, rural schools, where they are not getting the electricity, and because of that, they cannot sit properly, and the environment is not kind of favorable for them. So that's why we decided to support the schools. But the students can come and sit in comfortably in the school. But when it goes back to the village, and in the evening time they cannot study further, but still they are getting a good marks. Okay, they are studying on the kerosene lamp, or there is no light, then they have to just sit, and early morning they have to get up and study and come back to the school. Then we found, okay, there is a problem in the villages. Rather than doing it the small project in the schools, let's do it a integrated village adoption project. And then we started a village adoption project where we have involved a mini grid system, solar off grid system, where battery bank is there, one room is given, each each house of the village will get two lights, and might be one fan if the village is small. If village is big, then only two lights, so that at least they can get the light and the student can study. Okay. Then we have provided a street light when there is a system is not working, or they have electricity but street light is not lit up properly, and there is the kind of a wild animals are attacking, or student cannot come out in the evening time, they cannot extend their play time, women cannot roam peacefully. So then we decided street light is the best option, and many women have to walk 500 meters or 1 kilometer for getting a water in the night also. Okay, so going into the dark places, it is very difficult for you and me. Think about those women. So then we decided to give a light in a places where they can go in the night also, fearfully, fearlessly, and they can get the water properly. Okay, and then we have started installing the solar street lights, and the impact was so good. Now till date we have actually given a more than 5,000 street light in many villages. Okay. Solar cooker, yes, we are giving it to the many states and villages. Even we have supplied the solar cooker to the Indian Army, because cooking on the sun gives you a very, very, very nutrition food kind of thing. Okay, because no carbon goes in your food intake, and your food is very, very safe to take, which is cooked on the solar. Then off-grid system, then the kind of a societies are coming further. They wanted to lit up their society. Those are the commercial project we have taken care. But we are not keen into the social commercial project. We are keen into the social project, because when we see a kind of a development happening in the villages, we actually take the kind of courage to do more and more such project. And in such a way, we are now doing it. Solar street light, solar off-grid system, solar on-grid system, solar lantern, solar cooker, and now we have started new solar water pumping system, which is the water is not getting by villagers. The villagers are staying on the above the hill, and the water is down, which is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, or 500 meter away. So then we put the water pump, and that pull the water to the villages. And then villagers can store that water in the big tank, and then they can utilize those water for their drinking purpose, and also kind of a daily purpose of any like bathing, you cleaning the utensil, and other work.
Miscellaneous work.
Miscellaneous work. So now that project's also getting successful. People are actually now happy, and apart from that, people can utilize those water for agriculture purpose, and they can have a second crop, and they can increase their income for further development. Okay, and now we have involved, because sometimes the water is not good, so we have involved solar water filtration unit also. And that is also working very fine, so that they can get good water, drinkable water, or potable water.
Oh, that's great for
This
you.
is our few projects.
It's like totally adopting a village and making sure that all the basic communities and facilities are provided. And what fascinates me,
Sooner we are coming with another project, that is the rural livelihood on solar. So we have small equipment like atta chakki machine, haldi making machine, even the agarbatti making machine comes on solar. We are looking for the donor for it. Hopefully we will get the donor, because this is a very high investment. But yes, the kind of an economical condition will improve by these projects.
Definitely, sir. You know why? Because like there are many rural cottage industries, small scale. For example, let's take agarbatti making. If we provide that, rural women can make utilize of it when are they're free and add an additional way for income. So that is totally great, and also it will create more employment also, for rural people. That's a great project, and I hope that you will get a good donor for this project.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes. Sir, what
You can
fascinates
promote it in a such a way so
you?
that the people can actually like it, and this video goes to the people, the right people, so that they can get the interest in this kind of project, and we can lit up more and more people.
Yes, sir. My like main motto of my podcast is really that only. So as to spread the stories which has to be needed, which has to be heard from the people, and it's totally relevant, like sustainable things which are happening. Sir, one thing which fascinated me was it's okay that you are providing all the energy requirements, like how exactly is this solar filtration system is working? Can you throw some light on this part, like the technical part of that?
Yes. So what happens once we pull the water from any nearby source, like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer down the line, it
Mm,
is a river, it is a pond, or it is any kind of a big well.
mm,
Okay. So we'll pull the water and we store it in the 15-meter height, 15 feet height water tank. It is
mm,
a 5,000 liter, 3,000 liter, or 10,000 liter. Okay. And from that pipe, the water comes down to the water filtration, two kind of jars.
mm.
One jar is cleans the kind of small uh,
Particles and
particles.
mm,
Then other is the coal base jar. So in that, so it cleans the water further.
mm,
More small particles can be stopped over there, and the water can be clean more.
mm,
And then there is a UV light
mm,
which actually cleans or kills the small bacteria,
mm.
and then you can use that water as a potable water and drinkable water, so that villagers can avoid the small diseases like diarrhea and other stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's the main motto.
yes, sir. Like it serves the purpose because the many diseases which are harmful and communicable diseases mostly spread through water. It may be because of the pollution content it is containing, or maybe because of the like source itself. Sometimes the place or kind of region will be in such a way that they will be adding extra minerals or like heavy
Or
metals.
ions,
Yeah,
metal ion.
metals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will create the problem for the intake of the water, which is the main basic source for any human. Yeah, you are doing a great work. I totally like appreciate your work. You can say like I don't have words to explain. I always used to feel that I am so more passionate towards these things. Like people who work towards these things, and sometimes when we see works happening like this, it gives hope for us, saying that there are people who are who care to this purpose and actually working towards this. Thank you for inspiring us, sir.
Thank you very much.
One more thing, sir. As you know that we need donors for this. Right now, how I understand is this. There are so many corporate sectors who have CSR responsibilities, so they will come and donate for this project, and any other potential investor or donor who will come to invest in this project. So I wanted to know, like, how is the profit thing is working here? Is it because like the commissions you get from the installations, or is it from the when you get the investment you take certain part to the operation and maintenance of your team? Like I wanted to know about that part.
Yeah, so here there is a, yes, of course, this is a for-profit organization.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a very minimal profit margin over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we execute the project on the minimal profit margin. Okay, and it is not called as a commission; it is a profit itself, but it
Okay.
is a very minimal profit.
Okay.
Okay, and we take a kind of a few other services like survey,
Mm-hmm.
conducting the survey, and maintaining, that is AMC, annual maintenance charges. So
Mm-hmm.
those we take the charges because we have to maintain, we have to sustain the project.
Yes, correct.
Anybody or any donor, like corporate donor, NGO donor, or individual donors, whoever are investing in the development of India, okay, but that amount is not such that okay, you just sold out your product
Mm.
and then you're not looking for or you're not giving any after sales services. So after sales services is a uh, major component of
Yeah.
successful project. Okay, so we are taking care of that, and through that we are doing it. We are not taking any single penny from the villages.
Yes.
Okay, even the staying and food, if they are making for us,
Mm.
we are trying and we are offering them to take the fund for that.
Mm.
Okay, yes, but it is also the minimum fund where we are also a social enterprise,
Mm.
and we also getting a very minimal amount to actually give it to our team, which are the engineers,
Mhm.
and they're actually doing a fantastic work towards the society. Okay, and those engineers, like, not this title, the solar man, is not goes only me and me. I'm just a representative of the organization,
Yes.
but those all the team members who are working right now. Also, my one of the the kind of a half team is on the site,
Mhm.
and they are taking care of the one of the small issue with
Mhm.
the villages, so that that issue can be sorted and the villages can use that equipment in the longer period.
Mhm.
Okay, so yes, this title goes to my team and those who have helped previously, the whole people, the bunch of people called as the solar man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, sir. And of course, I do totally agree with this. Like a total team is required for the well established work system. Only then you can give a good service to anyone. It may be to social work or any other work. The organization has to be correct. And also, yeah, I do agree on the part that we need financial stability also to run anything. And what I liked in this was like, villagers have this inhibit, we can say that when they are spending something, solar things are somewhat new to them. They are not very much aware of things. Yeah, they know, but not like very much aware of those things. So there will be certain inhibit in them if they wanted to pay. But the thing is, since it is coming, there is no investment from them initially, so it creates a trust or kind of like a willingness, so that yeah, let's take a try, let's see what is it, and let's see how it will work. That will give, and I
we
really like that
we
part.
actually we asked the villagers for kind of their participation in the project. We
Mm.
asked two things only. One is the kind of shramdan means giving their own sweet equity to the
Mm.
project.
Yes.
Okay, so villagers can come and do some work with us, like digging the place where needed,
Mm.
and then doing some civil work, mixing
Mm-hmm.
the material and all, bringing the water and all for the project, bringing the kind of big stones for the project if you need it.
Yeah.
Okay, and other stuff which is not falling under us. Okay,
Mm.
as a solar things. But yes, they can give their sweat equity. Another thing is that they can give the budan. Budan means the donating the place where we are going to install a
Yes.
structure of solar panel, structure of water pump, structure of anything.
Mm.
Okay, so they have to provide those permissions, and also they have to. It is called as a dan. It is
Mm.
called as a donation. Like
Mm-hmm.
the big donor is giving their donation to the village,
Mm.
they have to give their own donation. Then only it's called as a the project is by the people, for the people, and with the people. Yeah.
Correct. Sir, let me know one thing. Like, whenever you reach out to villagers and say regarding like certain donation, like place for them to install those things, how will be the usual response from them?
When we go to the villages, my team is very smart now, because they knows how to actually survey the village in a different way. Not only filling out the database, but also looking here and there, finding the real facts, because
Mhm.
every village has their own dynamics.
Yes.
Every village has their own politics.
Mm.
Every village has their own issues. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and we have to find out those issues first. Okay,
Mm.
so that only you can execute the project in a very well manner.
Mhm.
And if you're taking any the ground level NGO, you
Mm.
have to bring a more and more data from them.
Mm.
Then only you will understand what is happening in the villages. Otherwise, what happened? We have found a kind of a project time, when we actually started the project, we found that, oh, everything is good, and at the end, when we actually on the side, and the people started fighting in a two groups,
Okay.
and then our team have to involve in the kind of fights and have to solve the issue, have to talk to each and every stakeholder for the project, make them understand, change their behavioral pattern,
Hmm.
and then execute the project. And that's why we are not yet another solar company. We
Yes.
are a social enterprise who takes the more efforts to execute the project on the next level and create a win-win situation for everyone.
Yeah, that's what, like there will be no, initially there will be certain politics or anything. Every village has their own issues. So just that part I wanted to know, like how you will like tackle these things and do, and that's good to know. And one more thing, sir, like is there any innovation part going on from your side, like making it much better and making it more efficient, the battery storing system, it may be for the amount of electricity which it should store for the right use, like that. Are there any R&D work you're carrying out right now, or like you're focusing
Yes,
on?
we are doing a many research and development on many different projects.
Yeah.
Right now, we are it is completely in the research part. So right now we are not announcing anything, but yes, there
Okay.
are in background there are so many things are going on, because yes, day by day the technology is changing. Day
Hmm.
by day there is a modern technology that's coming. So we are trying to involve the modern technology into the rural project, but only need to understand the cost if
Yes.
effectiveness is the most important part in the project, because this is given by the donor will not have the kind of out of budget cost, so they want it in their budget. So accordingly we involve the technology. If anybody wants the automation, then the technology will be different. Anybody don't want the automation, then technology will be different. Our street light is differently, you can see we have a semi integrated street light,
Mm-hmm.
which is there is no box coming under down of the street, and it is not lead acid. The battery is coming in the street light itself, above the light, inside the light, so that nobody can stole the battery, and the
Okay.
street light is not getting. And our poles are completely on a very high height, 6 meter height, which is
Oh,
20 foot above, so
yeah.
that nobody can easily go get on the street light, and they remove the street light from. And that's why the ratio of the stealing the street lights is now very less. There is no, you can say a no. Yeah, sometime some non that,
Unfortunately, it will happen.
yeah, those few people are not understanding, and they will not going to understand what is happening, and
Hmm.
what is happening for them.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why sometimes that problems are coming, but maximum time now it is the our streetlights are working for more than 3 years down the line,
Okay.
and that's the best part. And then we also take the efforts from the gram panchayat, so
Hmm.
that they can maintain the street light or other any equipment
Hmm.
further for a longer period.
Yeah.
So our we have a strategies in the companies, and the because of that we are now called as a ISO 9001 2015 certified organization,
Okay.
because we have a very proper strategies to execute. We have a theory of change to be practiced. Okay, so before doing any project, we have a complete process, how
Hmm.
the project will go, what kind of data we should need it, how where the project will be implemented, who will be the stakeholders, how everybody will perform their own role. Okay, so everything is there, so that we have a strategies, and that's why the Green India is one of the top company nowadays in the social field, who
Hmm.
are executing the very fantastic projects for the rural population of India.
So that's great, sir. Like actually, we need someone monitoring it. Otherwise, there will be certain tampering or stealing will go on if there are no one to monitor. It's good to involve the local authority people from Gram Panchayat or any other good like authority-minded people from there, so that there will be proper safety and also as well as maintenance will be going on. That's good to know. And I really hope that your R&D projects also will get a good. Results coming soon, so that the efficiency might go increase, the amount with which you are doing now. And also we are at the end of the interview now. Let me just give you a brief summary of what happened in today's episode. Yeah. So Green India Initiative Pvt Limited is a social enterprise where they are making various products from solar. For example, on-grid and off-grid electricity, solar dual pump, solar street lights, and solar water purification systems they are also including. And these are all the services given by them. And let me note one point: they are not taking a single penny from any rural person, or like wherever they are installing their service, they are giving it for free. Only what they need is certain amount of donations, which in the terms of manual labor or any other land area required for that. And all the projects are funded by various donors. It may be CSR or any other potential investors, any donors, they are taking care it. And I'm really happy saying this: they have already reached 300 plus villages in India, in 7 states of India. And all these villages have functional unit of working lighting systems, which is working by solar. And yeah, so this was about GIIPL for today. And let me just end the interview today for this, knowing all this information. So thank you very much, sir, for giving your precious time for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for listening. And we'll come up with a new story next week. So stay tuned.